We have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe, we got some football. We got a little college basketball, a little college football, and some NBA, some NHL. So real quickly with the football, Patriots, I got it. They're on the move. They're at the 50-yard line, up 14-7. Over-under is 40.5, and the Patriots are laying 14.5, which I'm a little surprised it is that relative low since they have the ball and, they're in a position to – now they're down at the Jet 28-yard line. So that's, it looks like they're starting to maybe pull away here a little bit. Hockey, we looked at that Edmonton game. 5-4 they trail. FanDuel has it locked. About 5.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Columbus leading
another
5-4.
over. What a wild game.
Yeah, that's gone back and forth. So, don't know if you're familiar with this. How about this guy,
19
Gabe?
goals. I was going to say, though, that's 19 goals in the last 3 games. Think about it. They gave up 9 goals to Colorado, and they lost 9-1.
Right.
Oh, sorry, 18. Then they won 5-4, and now they're losing 5-4. So 18 goals. Man, it's just, you can't. It's hard to win hockey games when you give up this many goals, man.
Yeah. I'm starting to get into shot on goal now. We've had about a quarter, well, not a quarter, but about a fifth of the season, right? So I got, a good 15, 16 games. I don't know how familiar you are with this guy, Matt Coronado. Plays for Calgary, New York City guy, as a matter of fact. He's got 22 shot on goals his last 3 games. I mean, he is on a complete tear. So I played him 3. He had to lay a little juice. It was like minus 160, 170 or so for 3 shots on goal. He's got 2 already. So you got to go to these obscure guys that no one, knows about, and they don't
exactly.
They don't jump the numbers off those guys. They would add a little big
and
to
one
it, but
thing
they don't
too,
go to 3.5.
Yeah, and think about it, guys, too. Like the NBA, there's only so many players you can really bet on with the props, right? You've got your starters, and they'll put a prop up for a couple other guys, but there's not that many players on an NBA team, right? So hockey, there's 23 guys on the team. Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of forwards, Scott. There's a lot of defensemen, right? You got 6 defensemen. You got this. You got touchdown Patriots. So You're right. There's literally like 800 options for different players in the NHL. Like there's more than them, than there is the NBA on a nightly basis. So, man, you got a lot of different, like you said, you could scour the board and find under the radar stuff with hockey. You got to put the hours in during the day to do it, but you really can. And the Oilers right now, they nearly just scored. They're down 5-4 with 5 minutes left, so we'll see if they can tie this game up right now as well. We got the Oilers plus that 230, and Drake May throws the touchdown pass. Another touchdown for Trevion Henderson.
Ooh,
man,
you got one more over 1.5 too. You're a little closer to that.
Trevion Henderson has all 3 touchdowns. So he's got he just caught a pass. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's got a receiving touchdown. Man, big night for Henderson. Yeah, we got the Drake May over 1.5 touchdown passes, so at least that's one there. 21-7 football game right now. We'll see if the Jets have anything, Scott, anything in the tank here.
How about
give us a field goal?
Jets? Quarterback throwing to a running back. How about that, New York Jets? It is legal in the NFL. Maybe you'd give that a try. 17.5. Yeah, even a field goal would help your over.
And the Jets covering. Points. That would sort of get us right there.
Yeah,
you know I mean,
listen,
they're
you got 28, and they're only giving you 41.5 too, with 7.5 minutes left to go. In normal game, you'd be all over the over right now, right? I mean, 2 touchdowns with a 1.5,
but this Jet offense has just done nothing since that opening drive.
Yeah, they really haven't. I mean, I wonder how many yards they have outside of that opening drive. Can't be many. I mean, literally 50 yards maybe, tops.
And that was scripted. So, look, I took Justin Fields over 98.5. Remember at the half he was at 23? He's at 25 now. 2 yards. Man, he picked up another 2 yards. Who did he complete it to? Because we took the reception. Who did he complete it to?
Yeah, who got the magical 2 yards?
Isaiah Williams with his first catch. We talked about him. Isaiah Williams over 1.5 was like plus 145 or something like that. Yeah, so Isaiah Williams, 1 catch, 2 yards.
I mean, listen.
What a box score.
No matter what the score is, to get 75 more yards in a 1.25 is not asking too much. But knowing you're down
under normal circumstances,
I mean, if he can't throw for 75 yards midway through the third quarter on down 2 scores, I mean,
you figure we get lucky and they complete sort of a dump off, like you said.
Yeah.
I would be dumping off passes to Hall and just hope that he pops one for 30, 40 yards after. Like, give the receivers a chance. Like, and the thing is, it's like they're not getting open, so you have no choice. Like, come up, like you said, with quick hits, screens, let a receiver run a reverse or something, you know what I mean, and a handoff. But they've got to shake it up a little bit. Like, it's just they just keep doing the same thing over and over, and Fields is running for his life.
And, I tell you, Breece Hall's got 47 yards on 11 carries, and his longest is only 11 yards. So it's not like he's got 30 yards on 1 carry and he's really not doing well. Even if you eliminated the 11 yards, that's still 10 carries for 36 yards. I mean, he's averaging 3. Overall, he's averaging 4.5. But, even without that semi-long run.
As a whole, they've run for 97 yards as a team, actually. 19 carries, nearly 100 yards. So, they've had success on the ground.
Wow. Fields is
averaging 5.1 yards a carry.
Yeah. I mean, that's, you'll do okay doing that. Fields
so they have, though, Isaiah Davis. So they have given Isaiah Davis two touches as well.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see what the Jets can do here. Mid-third, 21-7. This game's kind of turning into what people thought it was going to. But it's pretty simple. If the Jets can't score, the game's not going over the number. If the Jets can score one more touchdown, we're going to get there, right? A field goal, I don't know. I don't even know if they'll try to kick a field goal here. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. But the Jet plus 13 is starting to slip here, Wetzel. I got buyer's remorse here.
Yeah. I think you got a better chance of the over hitting than the Jet plus the 13, because you're going to get in a situation with Glenn where he's going to go for it on 4th down from his own, 40-yard line or 35-yard line.
My thought that was my thought. All right, if I don't get to 13, it's because the Patriots drill them like 38-14 or something like that. You know what I mean? They lose by 24, but it goes over. So I don't believe it. I find at times people correlate things too much, right? Like, if this happens, it'll go over, and this goes there's not a lot of logic to some of these games, to be honest with you. So, but I did have that thought process that, all right, I got the Jets. But if it gets out of hand, because I honestly thought the Jets could give me like 17 or something, 14, 17. All right, we'll see. I mean, they're at 7 right now. We'll see. They picked up a first down on this drive, so we are moving the ball here. He completed a pass too, Wetzel. He just completed another pass, Scott.
Wow.
Rocking up the stats here. Rocking it up.
There you go. He's on fire.
I got to be honest. I don't know who the hell these wide receivers are. Like, there's some white guy with a mustache that just caught a ball. This guy looks like Magnum P.I. I'm like, I don't know who these guys are.
I see your boy Taylor.
Is that Rucker? All right, so there's Mason Taylor.
Yeah, Mason Taylor got one. Rucker got one. All right.
I got Mason Taylor over 25.5 yards. He's up to 19 right now. What's Fields up to? 41. Let's go, Justin. Up to 42 passing yards now. We're getting there. Over 98.5.
I got to play a little hunch. I got to play a little hunch on Patriots defense scoring a touchdown at 10-1.
Oh boy.
Now I don't
That's
think
a good
that
number.
includes special teams, unfortunately. But
no, let's say defense and or special teams, exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of, ticky-tacky, that special. If you block a punt, is that called special teams? The defense is scoring, not the punt returner. But I get some
I know,
kind
Scott,
of
you like to think that everyone's listening to us. I think the Jets, their OC must have one of his earpieces listening to the show. They're throwing screenplays and quick hits to the wide receiver suddenly. Quick hit, boom, boom, boom.
How about that?
They're moving the ball. First down.
We'll solve your problem. Come on.
We have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back. In-game live game day here on the grid. So the Jets showing a little something here, Scott and Gabe, hour number 3. Moving the ball. How about that? And doing what we suggested, throwing some dumpster screens. Throwing
little
to the
play, Scott.
Yeah.
It's little gadget plays. Gadgets.
There you go. That's what you need. Just dink and dunk it down the field. Just accept the fact he can't throw a 25-yard pass. The offensive line sucks and the wide receivers blow. So come up with something. Again, I really do believe this game. This is where you show your true mettle as an offensive coordinator.
Well, how about this? 3rd and 6, Justin Fields under pressure. Touchdown, New York Jets.
Wow.
Messi.
How about that?
Where the hell was Messi all game?
Wow. Touchdown run? Let me see.
And no, pass.
No,
and
pass.
There's the 0.5, Justin Fields. Touchdown pass. 0.5, minus 115. Yeah, the 1.5 you saw, you must have saw another prop or you saw some crazy number because it was a consensus. Like even when I posted my picks, there's a girl that works for Sports Illustrated, and she even tweeted me. And she goes, you know what? I'm with you, Morency, on the Jets. You, me versus the world type thing. And she said, I'm also on Justin Fields over 0.5. Can't resist.
Yeah,
I told her, I saw that. I noticed it. Yeah, I noticed it earlier in the day. Normally, Wetzel, and you never see that. In the NFL, well, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some quarterbacks who's like, besides Field, who's like a really sort of like lower tier quarterback. There was one a couple of weeks ago. It was 0.5. Was it one of the backups? It was 0.5 like touchdowns, but it was like minus 250 or something. Yeah, it might have been Mariota or something, but it wasn't like minus 115. Like, it's really rare that you got a 0.5 and minus 115. Like, that was a zero respect for Justin Fields' prop number that they set. Like, 0.5 that you throw one touchdown tonight. Unheard of, like in the NFL, right? But he just did it. He just did it.
Yeah, I wish I would have. You know what I normally do? Like in the morning, I go over about 11 o'clock Eastern time. I'll just say, I look for all this stuff. And then a lot of times, I'll just put it in for literally $1, just so I don't have to go back and find where the prop was, because there's so many places for these props, right? And I didn't do that today. And then I got distracted, and I didn't really like the game, so I didn't really play that many props except for some goofy ones. So I didn't put that one. I wish I did, because I'm curious. Did I see 1.5? Maybe I was looking at Drake May, but I thought both those guys were 1.5, but maybe not.
No, May was 1.5. Maybe
that's what
May was like minus 165 to the over. But Justin Fields, we jumped in. We told you guys at the half, let's go over 98.5. 77 right now. 10 of 15, 77 yards. Yeah. I need 22 more yards, which imagine it's kind of like in a normal circumstance to be like, there could be like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'd be like, yeah, we're looking pretty good, man. I just need 22 more yards from the quarterback. A couple more passes here. We're in the third quarter. They set his number so damn low. Like, this is wild. Like, what's the updated? Let me check. What's his updated number right now?
129.
So what do you see? But for the points, but I got a 10.5 and 47.5. That's what Bet365 has. 14.5, 47.5.
I got 129.5 his passing yards. He's at 77, and FanDuel's got 10.5 and 47.5. Same thing for there. So
I got a 127.5 for Justin Fields. I almost feel like doubling down here.
I know.
I think he can get another 50 yards.
I would, it's hard not to think so, right? Again, those numbers are so low.
Patriots are probably going to score
I didn't even go Drake May.
Patriots are probably going to score.
Listen, they don't want to screw around the Patriots, right? I mean, you're only up on score.
No. Drake May.
And they're giving you 265.5, and they're getting the ball right now. I like him.
And you know what? And I know Travion Henderson has the 2 touchdowns, but if you notice, they're not the Jets are stopping the run game. Like, for the most part, like, I know Henderson's popped a few when they were early in the end zone there, but near the second half, like this, and why do you think the Jets get the ball? Like, they have contained. The Patriots have scored because Drake May is elusive in the pocket and people are open down the field over the middle of the field. It's not because they're running the ball. So Drake May could have more success through the air here for sure.
Yeah. And they're trying to run 15 carries, but it's not there. So I would think he would get to those numbers. Real quickly, NBA, I just want to bring it out. Just Suns are beating the Pacers again, 70-52. What in the world is going on with this Indiana team? I get the injuries. I get that. But you still got Siakam.
The Suns won last night, too, right on the road against Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. The Suns are playing well this year. All things considered, 7-5, addition by subtraction with KD leaving.
They're like one of these hockey teams that people thought would suck because everyone thought Phoenix would suck.
Yeah.
People are like, Phoenix would be bad this year.
1-11. I mean, they got McConnell, they got Shepard, they got Siakam. They shouldn't be this bad. Wow.
I have no explanation for it. Like you said, the roster that they have still and the players that they have, they shouldn't be like worse than the Washington Wizards or the Utah Jazz.
Get the worst record in the NBA.
Jazz, speaking of the Jazz, though, the Jazz are 5-0 against the spread at home this year. For the record, just for the NBA, just throwing it out there. And they are losing, though, so I think a good thing. So I didn't jump in on it. But what about that? So 80-67. I like the over this game, Scott. We kind of left it on the table here. Like, both these teams, bro, are putting up massive. Like, the Utah Jazz scored like 152 points the other night, or 138, whatever. Like, the in-game total is 260.5 at the half right now. 260.5.
260.
I'm old enough to remember when that was NBA All-Star game totals.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. Like, I remember, like, I used to be a big degenerate and, like the NBA, like, bet, like, thousands on, like, the NBA All-Star game and stuff. And I swear to God, Scott, I remember, like, talking to someone, man, going, man, 264.5 is pretty high. You know, here we are in regular season games now in 2025. Yeah, 260.5. The other game's lower scoring, only 240.5, Scott. Only 240.5 the total there.
See,
what are we
they
doing?
changed the
Look
NBA
at college.
All-Star game
174.5.
to
Yeah. Give me Team World.
Yeah.
Team World's going to beat the U.S.
No.
Think about it, man.
Absolutely.
SGA, Giannis, Jokic,
Luka.
Yeah. Like, it's
Wembyama. Oh, they'll kill them. They'll kill them if they really play. No.
It's going to be 2 U.S. teams. They split it up to give the U.S. a chance, I think.
Good luck.
We have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today. Only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game day on the grid. So they completed 3 quarters. Patriots with the ball at the Jet 41-yard line, leading at 21-14. Not a bad game, 35 points.
No, it's
you got a bunch
entertaining.
of touchdowns here. No field goals. Well, 5 touchdowns, so that's not too bad. 10.5 and then 45.5 is your number. And Drake May is throwing the ball, Gabe. They came out, they don't want to screw around with this.
They can't run really, and the chunks are there. You notice it's over the middle of the field all the time. He's really good, Drake May, at throwing it over people, if you'll notice. Right? Like, they're sort of covered, but he buys time and he's good at layering it. You can't teach that either. For a second year, like that's why they're like, wow. Like you can't teach the everyone can throw the ball, right? But you can't teach like a good example is, I know they scored on the drive anyways, the Jets, but there was a play, Scott, when I said, don't make Justin Fields think or become a pocket passer. So there was a 2nd and 6. Mitchell was open in the slant over the middle of the field around the 5-yard line. Justin Fields was accurate as hell, Scott, but he threw it like 110 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Those are just the little nuances of being a pro quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you read it properly, but you threw this pass, bro, that was impossible for him to catch. Like, Drake May knows how to just, all right, I got to take a little off of this one and drop it over like a pool shot. Like, okay, right? There's nuances to the throws. Like, E.J. Manuel, remember him on the Bills? He was like that. Yeah. Very, it's like, yeah, he could throw it 80 yards, but, he'll miss a screenplay and he throws the ball like 200 miles an hour and he breaks wide receivers' hands. Like,
Marcus Russells of the world.
It's like, you got to take something off the ball, bro. Like, it's not, you think it's all cool. Well, I got a strong arm. No, it's not working. Like, it's wild. And people don't want to catch your balls, like, because they're coming in too fast. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's just a little new. But Drake May, he's got that touch, I tell you what. But I know we got a kick out of the Kyrgios stuff last night, so I was going to ask you if you clicked away yet. I know we still have some time.
I looked it up. I have a couple different sites I use. I looked it up. They didn't have it. They didn't have it there. No. So
I got the odds from Bodog for the record last night.
Okay.
Or Bovada, Bodog, whatever. So that was and there was a couple other European ones too. It was the same thing, 400. So it'll start popping up. But just for the record, the Team World, because it's not like you have 15 guys on the team, right? So there's limited roster spaces. So this is the tentative Team World roster: Giannis, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Josh Giddey, Gilgeous Alexander, Sengun, Pascal Siakam, Victor Wembanyama.
How's that team lose?
Right, so Wembanyama's from France, Siakam's from Cameroon, Sengun's Turkey, Alexander's from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Giddey's Australian, Jokic Serbian, Doncic, etc. Giannis. So there's your world roster. And here, like you said, you threw it out. So here's the USA. Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Cade Cunningham, Jimmy Butler, Jalen Brunson, who's now hurt, Devin Booker, Paulo Banchero. That's USA 1. This is tentative. Austin Reeves, Julius Randle, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Jalen Duran, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, give me Team Europe, man. Team World.
Yeah, give me Team. Yeah, exactly. 10 years ago, different story, but not now. They should have made it North America versus the world. At least you get the SGA. And a couple of the Canadian guys they're not going to compete. I mean, legitimately, you got the arguably
Scott. If the Team World cares, you're right. If Team World go in the locker room like before the game and like do a little huddle and go, listen, we want to send a statement about world basketball tonight. Let's not take the pedal off the metal and let's murder them. They really could. Yeah. Like, how are you going to deal with it? You're going to have Giannis and Wembanyama together on the same team with Jokic and SGA on the floor together? How are you going to stop that?
Yeah.
It's almost unfair.
Giannis and the Joker in the middle.
Giannis isn't even your big man, Scott. Giannis can pass it to Wembanyama for a dunk. Yeah. Bam,
And if for some reason that's covered, you got SGA hanging out at the three-point line.
Yeah. And if the game is close, Scott, SGA can take it to the free throw line at the end of the game for you. He'll take it to the rack. You know what
I mean? That's
I
how
wouldn't even bring up Jokic.
Could be on Team World too, right?
Jokic and Doncic. Imagine Doncic and Victor Wembanyama on the floor together. Like, this is.
Oh my goodness!
It's actually pretty cool. Like, we always mock these all-stars, but I want to see these guys play together now. I'm like, wow, I want to see this team.
Like, it goes into the thinking, like, who thought like USA would be able to compete against that? They should have the two teams, not Team USA.
That's what I'm saying. They made it like they almost did it wrong. That's what I'm saying. They should have split Europe into two and world. It's too unfair.
We have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe checking out just about everything tonight, including, by the way, Drake May, right? What, 5 minutes ago? Not even. We said go over his 265.5 because we thought he was going to be throwing the ball. He's up to 259 already, Gabe. So, barring something crazy, we're on with that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a good call. And we're on pace for Justin Fields over 98.5 at 77 now. And I should know, because I'm a psychopath, I bet over 128.5, Scott. Justin Fields. Let's go.
Nice.
So,
there you go.
Give me another 50 yards, Justin. You can do it. I'm running out of racetrack. There's only like 12 minutes left.
So now 10-point lead. So now you got that. Oh, by the way.
They're covering.
They're still covering.
And put it this way. If there's another touchdown, either way, the game goes over. Right? So if the Patriots score, and if the Patriots kick a field goal, they're not covering. And I bought the extra thing. I made it 14 because I'm not crazy or dumb. So I actually have 14, but, I know it's 13 up there. But, so you know what? I'd like nothing better to see the Jets somehow score again here. All right, let's see what Vecchio has to say about what's not a bad game, Tom, compared to NBA and NFL primetime standards, huh? Like, we've had a lot of games with better teams than this that the game sucked. This has actually been a pretty good game, entertaining.
Yeah, the last two primetime games on Monday and Sunday were not great, especially the Monday night one. And this is providing more scoring than I anticipated. I am on the under, so, things are super tight right now. The live total that, we're looking at is 45.5, so just a touch higher. But as you said, that score from the Jets, that next score would be absolutely huge. So, chalk it up to a loss, whatever it might be. I want to see some yards go to Mason Taylor on the Jets. If he could pick up some receiving yards, that would be great.
I took him over 25.5 at the half, Tom.
Yeah. We're ready to start, Tom.
No, I had no side in this. It was just about the under. I had then Mason Taylor for some receiving yards over 31.5. Looking back to last week, we really can't take too much of that just because the Jets didn't have a whole lot of pass volume. But I like the role that he plays specifically when you look at the time when Garrett Wilson is out, and that's really what I want to draw from. Also looking to the Pats, they've allowed the 6th most receiving yards opposing tight ends, so that's where I was. Talked about it throughout the day. I was also on Henderson under receiving yards. He already hit the over on that, so that one is gone out the window. But if Taylor and the under come through, that would be fantastic.
Anyway, the Jets win? Anyone that crazy today?
At this point, probably not. And it's really just the time thing. Like, they've definitely played far better than I anticipated. And, seeing their offense move, especially that first drive, 12 plays, 13 plays, whatever it was, moving down the field, which is good to see just from a competitive standpoint. And we like to see the back and forth nature from really a game script and just for the props. But 2 possessions from them, I think, is a bit much to ask, because we're going to get this possession right now. If they punt this away, the Pats are going to take off 6 minutes off the clock. Even if they have to punt the ball, there's just not going to be enough chances and drives for the Jets to put up 2 in order to tie it.
Gutsy first down here from Justin Fields. 3rd and 2 under duress. Patriots are saying it's not a first down. We'll see what the spot. But
that's close.
Yeah, it looks like a first down to me, Tom. And if the NFL is smart and they want people tuning into the game, give them the damn first down. Hey, give them the first down.
Give them the first down. You have 2 scores.
10-point game here. Yeah, give them the first down. Right? It's the Jets. They're 2-7. Give them don't be a stickler here.
New York market. We got to keep them in this thing.
They gave it to him. It was a first down. He fell forward.
Okay.
I think Cole got his yards too with that one, or the play before on 3rd down. 58. Oh, what did I get? Oh, I need a half a yard. I got it over.
One more take.
Son of a B. He's going to end at 58, Tom. You watch.
No. He'll get there. They'll have another drive after this regardless. The Pats won't break off a 10-minute drive. They'll get at least one more chance.
Yeah. You would think.
Justin Fields just got lit up after that play. I only need 23 more passing yards from him here. So no, don't get hurt now, Justin. Come on, bro. A couple of more completions here.
His number, Tom, was 129.5. Then it bumped up to 136.5 later. But I saw it earlier today, 129.5 passing yards. He's at 77. He might not actually get that, believe it or not. Gabe put it in at halftime at 98, 97 yards, whatever it was. But 77 yards passing for Justin Fields. Wow.
Yeah, I was looking towards the under. I also thought, there's a realistic scenario that he picked up kind of where he did from last week, and then he just did. And, coming into it, I was going to say, there was just a scenario where he just wouldn't come out at halftime because Tyrod Taylor would take over. If the offense is this incompetent from a passing perspective, you have to at least consider the other option. We know that the Jets didn't announce their starting quarterback till 30 minutes before the game? Like that should tell us enough that there's not confidence that they're going to be pushing the ball down the field. So to see him fall under on literally all of his passing props except for the touchdown, which he already has, would not surprise me. So there was no way I was touching it. It was under or stay away, and I just chose to stay away.
He's lost 2 yards on the last pass, unfortunately, too. I think I went backwards.
Oh.
He threw a little dump off to Breece Hall, which was actually, in theory, a smart play, but it got lit up. So now they got a punt on 4th and 12, and everybody's in sweat job mode here, basically.
Right.
Point spread players, total players, right? Yeah. On both sides, everything is still up in the air here right now.
And it's also because the Pats going to be starting so far back of where this punt's going to be. They could break off 3 first downs and then punt. So they're just going to eat up the time, punt it away. Did that go into the end zone? Looks like it bounced into the end zone. So, again, no.
Oh, yes, it did. It did. It went into the end zone, I think. It did.
So to your point, where the spread and total have a chance to, the total specifically has a chance to start plummeting because 2 first downs will take off 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes of clock, and we're down to sub 7 minutes at that point. And
look, it's correlated, guys. There's a lot of people at a lot of sports books and a lot of couches and a lot of bars right now. Right, the Patriots aren't covering, and basically the touchdown gets the cover and the over, Scott, point blank, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of people that want both, and I know there's some under bettors out there as well. So, like I said, from a betting perspective and a drama perspective, everything is still alive here right now. All 4 sides are still involved.
Right, and it may not seem like that. Just based on it's a 10-point game.
Yeah, how the game feels, you're right, from the feel of it, but it's true,
A field goal puts us at 27-14, would bring us to 41.
Still an under,
and they're covering.
Yeah, right? Depending. It's a push.
13,
it's 12 and a half.
13, depending on where you got it.
It went down to 12 and a half, eh?
Yeah.
Some spots it went down.
It opened at 9.5. I remember seeing a 9.5 before kickoff of last Sunday's games, and I was wondering how the line would move depending on whether the Pats won or lost versus the Bucks. Immediately after the game was up to 10.5. So if you have a 9.5 or a 10.5 from the opening number, that is completely different from where they were 12.5 today.
Yeah, I almost
Just for the
did
record,
this. I do this every once in a while. It's not smart to do, right? We all put dumb bets in, but I almost put in a 3-team tease: Jets plus 23, Patriots minus 3, and then the under. I was going to bump it up 10 points. I'd be doing okay if I would have done it, but I didn't do it. I didn't have the guts tonight. But I do that every once in a while.
Most of these primetime games do middle with the teasers.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot
point.
of the primetime games you could play, even a 7-point, like the over, the under will both hit. A good example is right now. If you tease this game to the over, you're already there right now. If you tease this game to the under, you're looking good right now. Right? Exactly. Like it was 44, 43.5, depending on the close, 43, etc. So like a lot of primetime games, guys, the numbers are sharp, right? The numbers are sharp in the NFL. So you're adding, you get this nice sort of big window. Yeah, you get a big window with everything there. For the record, looking ahead to next Thursday, Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans. Not bad.
Yeah, I saw a 2.5 line on that earlier today. I was just double checking that after they ruled out Stroud for this Sunday. So if they have time, he's going to be off for 2 weeks at this point. It could be a comeback game.
Oh, you're thinking advanced Bills bet now. I'll get a head start on it.
That's not bad. Yeah. All right,
if Davis Mills is the quarterback next week, no way in hell it's 2.5. I'll tell you that.
We have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show, only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions, only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the Grid. Scott and Gabe chatting with SportsGrid host Tom Vecchio. So, if the game were to end right now, Gabe, you would get the Jets cover. You'd get your Patriots winning the game in your survivor pool. I would get the under. You would miss out on the over, but you can't get everything here. So, but the Jets made a snap. They got the ball back. How about that?
I'm mad at myself for not teasing the game, though, Scott. I always tease games. I didn't tease this. Like, you know, my theory was I looked at this, Scott and Tom, like a college game, Scott, like in the sense that somebody was surprised. They said, Morency, you're on the Jets and you're on the over. How come you're not doing like a plus 20 over 37.5 type of deal here then as well? And I said, well, because either the Jets are going to cover the number here or they're going to get murdered and lose by 25 or 30.
Right.
I didn't think, maybe those extra 7 points will matter. You know what I mean, Tom? I was sort of like, it's all or nothing. You know, they're either going to get smoked 30-10 or they're going to hang around in this football game. And so far, they're hanging around right now.
Right, yeah. Again, I could have easily seen this game ending 24-3. 21-7, like, and things wouldn't even make
27-3.
It would have been, we've had some, last Thursday night game was absolutely terrible. And, maybe the Jets defense stepped up and they kind of did their part and they held the Pats in check for the most part, but then they just couldn't come through on offense. And, frankly, they've been okay enough on offense. The defense is now what's letting them down. And granted, the Pats offense we know is very, very strong, but everything still hangs in the balance for this drive. A turnover for Fields and the Jets would be disastrous depending on where it is on the field for the total, for the cover. I talked about a little bit, which I didn't play, was the Pats touchdown. Just because if the Jets were forced into a passing game script, obviously that's not what they want to do, but if they are down by multiple possessions, which they are, Fields is going to have to pass the ball, and a late Pats TD is kind of what I was envisioning. I didn't play it. I wish I did, but it's certainly on the table.
Yeah, that back door.
Yeah. You know what I like again? We hit our Drake May guys at over 265.5, which we said when he had 205, right? So he's got 281. FanDuel's giving you 288.5. Listen, there's almost 8 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter, and the Jets have all three of their timeouts. Patriots, you said it, Gabe, many times, right? They're not running the ball. They can't run tonight.
No.
So
you can't make this up.
Not going to give you an honest attempt to get 8 more yards passing. I think
did I not just say that was going to happen?
Yeah.
You can't make this up. They fumbled the snap, and the Patriots recovered on the 10-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, Tom, the kiss of death.
After all that hard work tonight.
Wow.
You called it, Tom. You said, this turnover could really kill him here. I blame you, Vecchio, for this.
Yeah,
man.
That's it.
You're like some sort of witch. Like, you just like.
You're going to get the over.
You're right.
You're going to get the over.
This is where now there's going to be a lot of angry Patriot bettors if they don't score a touchdown here, right? Because there are 13 bettors out there, plus the minus 13s. There's 12.5s. There's all kinds of scenarios that can play out here. They score a touchdown, the game goes over, like you said.
Yeah, and we put the Pats in a spot to cover.
They gift-wrapped it for them. After all that, you guys did so much well.
45.5 now.
Last time, too, right? They got the touchdown last drive.
I will say.
Whose fault was it? Was it the snap? Was it Fields? What happened?
No, it was the center. It was super low to the ground. It was super low to the ground. I will say the Jets are in a spot to still get the ball back, though, with 5-ish minutes on the clock. A lot of time.
Yeah. But
so that's
wow. True, yeah. Even if they score a touchdown, you get the O by the way. But they're not going to win the game, obviously, at this point. I mean,
I cannot believe that they fumbled
a little low, but man, it wasn't.
You guys were doing so well.
You got to get that. You got to catch that. Ugh.
That's a rough way to go. Rough way for this game. I don't want to say to end because we still got 7 minutes, but rough kind of sour note on things.
Yes. What advantage?
It's
really
life of a Jet fan. I'm not even a Jet fan, but as a Jet backer, right? That's just it's like being a Met fan. Like bad things will happen, so the game goes on. Like stuff's gonna happen.
Honestly, what real advantage is there being in a shotgun versus taking the snap from center and taking 2 steps back? What is the big
especially on your own 10-yard line, Wetzel, too? Like, what are you doing like there? Like, let's get a little real estate here.
You're still
just running the ball.
Pass. It's not like you're snapping it like it's a punt. I mean, why take that risk?
I will say I'm rooting in a Mac Hollins TD. If we can get that now, that'd be great for the FanDuel TD Jackpot promo.
They get the stop.
Wow.
They got the
stop.
Gonna
say, would you go for it?
No.
Because I was just going to say, I got Drake May over 1.5 touchdown passes as well.
Oh.
I don't know about you, Tom, but it was 8 out of the 10 games this year. 5 straight games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who would have thought that he wasn't going to get to 2 tonight? You figure
So
right
this
on
puts-
this drive you had a shot, but now they don't. They're
Yeah.
not going for it. They're kicking a field goal.
Wow.
I mean, so this puts it to, the ball was tipped a little bit. So that puts it to, if they hit it, to 27.
41, yeah, 13.
Yeah, 27. We're at 41, 27.
So again,
Wow,
the
after
Jets
all, this
defense
game
stepped
could
up,
end up a push for a lot of people.
and
Yeah.
we're back at the number.
It's amazing. Every half a point, guys. Every you think, nah, what are the chances? 12 and a half, 13, whatever. Y'all taking it 12 and a half. I'm going to buy the
That's why I
over.
bet it at 14.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I got it here too, minus 142, but I was like, yeah, this is too much of a key number for me not to do it. So I got Jets plus 14, minus 142, and I'm glad that I do right now.
Man. All right, so field goal is
They
good.
better not
Short
turn it
field
over
goal.
again here, though. It's just like they better not do this again.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, wow.
No issues, right? Tom, them going for it or kicking the field goal there, go up score 2 touchdowns.
It was still 2 scores before and still 2 scores now. And again, with 6 minutes on the clock, there's just not enough time for the Jets to put together 2 comprehensive drives. The Jets are not an explosive offense. So in a best case scenario, the Jets have a 3-minute drive to score a touchdown. The Pats get the ball and they can burn it down after that. And then they'd come back and score another touchdown. No way. You just take the points. It's indifferent when it's all said and done, but you just take the points.
All right. Jets cover or not? Getting 12 and a half, down 13 right now. Do they get the by the way?
No. Nope.
No chance. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Tom, good job, man. Do appreciate it. We'll talk to you again next Monday from Dallas and Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
All right. One more coming up.
We have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim Don't Leave New York Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today. Only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Closing out hour number 3. We got almost about 5 minutes left to go in the football game. So Jets are on the move, and we got some more completions. I'll touch on hockey here in a second, but the main focus is the Jets getting 12.5, 13, depending on where you do your shopping. It is 13 now, 27-14. Right now, the line is 12.5, plus 188, which is interesting. Boys in Vegas have no faith. It's not a bad little bet, Gabe. Field goal is not in play, so they need to score a touchdown. But if you think the Jets are going to score, getting to the plus 188 with that 12.5 is not a bad little number. And then 43.5 is your over-under.
And the books don't think it's coming, as you stated, because they're not going to kick a field goal. And look, the total is 41.5 right now, and we're at 41.
Wow.
Like, it's kind of weird.
Like second down. I bet they lose that second down here a bunch of yards. There's no way they would give you that number. I don't think, anyway.
No, they just completed a pass. They completed another pass, actually.
Wow.
But the clock is right. We got a third down coming up now, though. So we got a third, and they're obviously in 2-down territory right now in this situation, 4-down territory, et cetera, but 2 more plays. So you got a 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line right now. They've moved the ball, but like Tom said, they're not a big play offense, so everything is dink and dunk. It takes a while, right? And they pick it up. He just picked up a big play here. It's got to be over the number right now. They just picked up a chunk. What are we at here now? Fields 90 after this play.
You get refresh.
Like they just picked up like 20 yards type of deal.
Yeah. 108.
Yeah, 108 right now. All right. I got a 127.5 or 128.5 as well, let's not forget. So I'm really pushing the envelope here.
Yeah.
And
you need that.
We gave you to Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor at the half, 25.5. He's at 30 right now. Yep. So Justin Fields up to 108.
Wow. Brees Hall.
This is an instance.
That counts.
If Aaron Glenn wants to get liked by Jet fans, Scott, and hated by bookies, kick a field goal on the way out here. just do it. Say, well, kicked, whatever. We cut the lead and we're going to try to go for an onside kick after, and we took the 3. I'm dead serious.
Gambling is really I wonder, Gabe, if he did that, we'll say realistically, 5 seconds left.
People would flip out online right away.
You think? I mean, yeah, they would. I wonder if he would get reprimanded. If he just out said, funny. Listen, last play of the game, I wanted to cover the spread. I wanted to lose 27-17. The Jet fan.
Honestly, remember we seen Lane Kiffin said it vocally after the game? There was a game this year. He goes, I'm sorry to all the people that bet on us. He goes, I tried to cover, but they scored at the end. And he goes, we tried to score again, but we just couldn't get it in. Yeah. Sorry. He apologized for not covering. Imagine, Scott. So Aaron Glenn says after, listen, our fans have had a rough year. I figured, you know what? The least we could do was cover for them on the way out. Yeah. And he just said that. Or you just say, listen, I wanted to get my kick, tiebreakers, whatever. You come up with something you know what I mean? Yeah, I was worried about a tiebreaker for the, something they're throwing it into the end zone. They're picking up. So Fields pick up another first down by running for it. So Fields is doing his best. He's up to 67 rush yards right now. 11 carries, 67 for Fields.
That eclipses.
This is so frustrating though, because we need a touchdown or bust. And if they just kick a damn field goal here, the game goes over and they cover the number. Can we get a miracle touchdown? Wetzel on the way out here is the question.
Chewing up the clock. 3 minutes. Clock is ticking. So I still need 1 yard out of Brees Hall. Can they hand the ball up the hall one time? Just a little draw. He's at 58. I'm not going to win that bet by half a stinking yard. A half a stinking yard, you watch. Unbelievable. Why was that 58.5 when they've only allowed one rusher 50 yards all freaking season? That should have been 45, not 58. I don't know how they know, but somehow or another they know. Man. All right. Real quickly before we go to break, crazy game. Colorado was a 4-1 favorite over Buffalo today. 4-1. 4-3 after 2. Even if you laid a puck and a half, it was still almost 2-1. It's 188 now. Calgary 1-0 over San Jose. Red Hot Islanders, look at that. Winning again. 2-0 over Vegas. Islanders all of a sudden playing some pretty good hockey.
we have now learned the factual premise that the Lakers can win without LeBron James. So if you're the guy that was staging your own personal holdout, which I believe he was, and it backfires because the Lakers are 7-2, now you've got no choice but to really double down on the sciatica.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
If Jacoby Brissett was playing bad football for the past 3 weeks, Kyler Murray will be fully healthy, ready to go. Can't wait to get him on the field at Seattle and try to resurrect our season. Now you have Jacoby Brissett playing really good football. Putting Kyler Murray back in right now because he wasn't playing good football doesn't make any sense. The perfect storm here for Arizona. Hey, Kyler, going on IR takes the pressure off you. And Jacoby, you deserve the start. Go ahead and start, kid.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
Sauce Gardner heading over to the Indianapolis Colts as they go all in on this season and beyond. As I think a lot of people have been noting, that move does not just say, hey, we like what we have this year. It says we like what we have moving forward, and that includes Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for Dallas. What does that decision to bring in Quinnen Williams say? That means they're poorly ran, but we already knew that.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
And the amazing thing you're going to say about Tom Izzo for the jump is, Tom Izzo don't duck anybody. You want to hear who they have to play preseason? Kentucky, Duke, UNC, and Arkansas. This is not the Jimmy Boeheim, don't leave New York, Carrier Dome Classic. This guy plays people.
College basketball today. Only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Hour number 4. Scott and Gabe closing out the football game. They're at the 2-minute warning, minute 57 to be exact. Jets do have their 3 timeouts, Gabe, but they turned it over on downs at the New England 15-yard
so frustrating.
Pass right in the wide or the tight end.
4th and 2. Yeah, it was a good pass. It was right there.
Yeah,
catch it.
It
would have been a first down. He had it, too. I thought he caught it, Scott. When I was watching it, I had a mic issue for a second, but I was like, all right, they picked up the first down. And then I see the clown got up without the ball. I'm like, oh, dude, man. You got to catch that,
it was close enough, Gabe, though. If I'm the Jets, I mean, I might challenge that because he fumbled it out of bounds, but it would have been a first down. I mean, he had it in his hands and took like a step. I mean, listen, you're down 2 scores, 2 minutes left.
It was under 2 minutes, though. You can't challenge it. It's up to them. It was 2 minutes. It was 1:57, right? I'm just looking up now, 1:54, yeah. It was, for whatever it was right after the warning.
Yeah.
It was, like I said, it was a good play. And on 3rd down, too, it got blown up. So he sort of tried to scramble. He couldn't get out of trouble. 4th down, he rolled out, threw it to the tight end, dropped it. So, yeah, we're right on the damn number here after all this. Like, depending on when you bet it. Like, it's just one of these, kind of, you got to be kidding me games. I did get it at 14, but I'm frustrated about the total. Whatever. I'm going to sort of break even on this game. I lose the Drake May prop with the touchdowns. I lose but I win the Drake May not throwing an interception prop. But I lose Old Dominion 33-0. So I'm not happy about that, but I win the Raptor bet. So it's one of those type of nights. I would have liked to string together a couple of more wins.
You know what? Now, I'm not out of this yet, but had the Jets scored, Gabe, it would be 27-21.
Oh, yeah, God, imagine that. You're right. They would have.
151.
Yeah, you just realize that now. You would have you needed them to score there. It would have been 27-21.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot all about that. You make so many plays, right? You can't remember them all. I'm like, now I'm upset, because, I got the under, so I'm happy, but I'm thinking 150-1. I got more on that to win on that. Oh, that's right.
And if they would have scored, Scott, I said 30-21. I'd be begging right now. I need a field goal for the Patriots for 30-21.
Be right there.
I know. Right, like, close. We're in the ballpark. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just picked up the first down. So that's it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap then, right?
That's a wrap. First down. It was 3rd and 3. It was 3rd and 3, too, man. They picked it up. 3rd and 3, and they got 4. Wow. Yeah. The Jets really could have gotten the ball back.
I mean, all right. So let's say we got a couple minutes
I don't know
here.
how good they are. It's almost like watching Denver. Like, how good are they really, though? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Would you take the New England Patriots versus the Rams in a Super Bowl or something like that? I wouldn't. Like, this team isn't elite. They're winning games. We'll give them credit, but they did, they have a last place to do. They have an easy schedule, right? The Patriots aren't very good, so they have an easy schedule, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, give them credit. And the 2 games that they needed to win to kind of show the world, they did. They won at Buffalo and at Tampa Bay. So now, do I think the same thing? Are they going to beat Baltimore or Kansas City? Or
for me, a big test for them is the Buffalo rematch, because that'll be a big game at the time. It'll be big for Buffalo, right? Like, for the playoffs and all that. That'll be a big one. If they beat Buffalo again in the regular season, I'll take them more seriously. But they're a good team. I'm not saying I'm not taking them seriously, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. So it's a good stat. Listen, he's a lot better than I thought he would be, Gabe. I got to admit that. Credit,
he's good.
Credit the Patriots. Remember, the Giants made strong overtures. At least the big story here in New York. They really approached the Patriots about trading, in that spot to draft Drake May, and the Patriots said no. So they had their convictions about this guy, and he didn't show me anything last year. That's why I was all over their under 8.5. I was like, how's this team getting 9 wins? And yet he's actually pretty darn good. He really is.
And Vrabel, we give Vrabel credit. I thought people were overreacting to the Vrabel hire as well. I got to be honest. I was like, yeah, Vrabel's good, but he was also a good coach with the Tennessee Titans, and they were terrible, right? Like, I didn't see it either. They had a lot of good free agent signings. They've made a lot of moves. And, the Drake May pick was, we're not going to give them too many flowers for picking a stud quarterback, but you notice they drafted an offensive lineman. Like, they drafted the defensive back in Gonzalez, right? Like, they haven't gone luxury items. They've built a foundation, and they're still winning early, right? As opposed to, let's get a flashy wide receiver for Drake May, right? Let's get this and that. Like, they've been very rudimentary with it and fundamentally sound with this build, and they're a good football team.
Yeah. And listen, I was like kind of scoffing at Stephon Diggs. What do you mean, Stephon Diggs? What are you
me
doing
too.
with that, right? But guy had 9 receptions tonight. He doesn't have a lot of touchdowns, only 3 this year, but he's 6, 6, 10, 7, 5, 9 again tonight. He's been pretty good for them. He has, something left in the tank. I didn't think he did.
Here's a DGen pick, Scott, for on the way out here. Atlanta, Utah. Utah have come all the way back. They were getting drilled early. 109, 108 right now with 9 minutes left. So we got an entertaining game in Salt Lake. They're 5-0 against the spread. Look at this. Now of all times, you're going to lock up on me, this app. They're 5-0 against the spread on their home court. They're minus 115 on the money line right now. I think that the Utah Jazz are going to win this basketball game. And as crazy as it sounds, I think it's going to go over the 263.5. 109, 108, 9 minutes left. They're going to get into both. They're both going to get into the 130s.
Yeah. I mean, heck, you're looking at 120 points basically right now, and you got 9.5 minutes. So you're not really for 40 more points. You're not really asking for that much the way they've been playing. I don't think all of a sudden they're going to stop and play some defense. So
I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll give you one here, goofy one. I'm going to take a flyer on the Buffalo Sabres. They're down 4-3 heading into the third.
Boy.
They're not getting blown out of this thing like people thought they would. You're getting plus 560 in a 1-goal game. I'm hoping maybe somewhere along the line they tie it, and then I'll hedge on Colorado, which would be obviously a lot lower than a plus or minus 560 favorite. But I've seen these in Colorado in particular. Last year, I remember a couple of games where they were monster favorites, and they somehow another lost. So maybe, just maybe, this is one of those games as well. So
plus 450 right now. Period just started. Jets are up 2-1 on the Kraken early in the second period. You got a 6.5 there. And this Islander team, very impressive, leading the Vegas Golden Knights 2-0 right now. Getting Vegas plus 1.5, minus 105. I'd be hard pressed to believe that the Islanders are they're just going to cruise. So Vegas have to wake up in this game.
You would think. Vegas, Islanders 4-2 versus Vegas, their last 6. And Vegas has lost 4 of 5. So I had a little hunch on the Islanders tonight. I put them in I put like 5 underdogs in a little round robin parlay. So far I'm 2-2. That's the I didn't play Buffalo, but I got a shot with the Islanders to go 3-2 with it.
Yeah, the dogs are barking a bit. And look, how about the Sharks are being shut out? Calgary Flames winning 1-0 on the over the San Jose Sharks. 9 minutes left in the game. The in-game total is now 2.5.
I played Macklin shot on goals tonight at 2.5. Little juice. Let me see how many he has. He's been on a little bit of a run here. He's got Celebrini 1. Yeah. 1.
For the record, for tomorrow, I know we're going to, not bad for a Friday night. It starts at 7 o'clock, but you will be on for the football game. Clemson at Louisville, Scott. Louisville, 7-2 on the season. Big game for them. Hard to back Clemson, man. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've been a believer in Clemson, and they just let you down. Clemson are like your Dolphins. I think it's a good, analogy. They're the same. Yeah. Once in a while, they'll surprise you. Anytime you count on them, they'll let you down. And Louisville are a pretty good team, so follow me online tomorrow, for my final picks here, but I'm leading into Villa. Minnesota and Oregon tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll be on for that one tomorrow.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I'm thinking Oregon's due for a monster. Over-under is only 43.5. I'd like to see them just pace somebody. Yeah.
It's a low total.
It's very low. For an Oregon home game, definitely. We got college opposite picks tomorrow. We got Gabe's college football picks as well, so we should have a lot of fun. 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern right here on the grid. Have a good rest of Thursday, folks.